Welcome or welcome back to my channel. 皆さんお疲れ様です。Shiomiです。So today I'd like to do Get Ready With Me. It's kind of funny. It sounds really YouTuber for me, even though I don't recognize myself as a YouTuber. So today I'd like to talk about like a quick catch up about my work and life those days, since a lot of you guys asked me how I'm doing with my work ever since I posted my job changing stories. I'll chat about it while me getting ready for my work, and feel free to just chatting with your friends on FaceTime or something. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so I just washed my face and did all skincare, and I'm probably gonna do like a light makeup. It is on a weekday. I have work, but I'm not sure I'm gonna go to the office today or not, since I have pretty much a lot of meetings in the morning. But the weather looks really nice, so I might gonna go before lunch if someone is in the office today, but I'm not sure. But those days I'm trying to do at least light makeup even when I'm working from home, since I don't know, before, even when I go to the office, or especially when I'm working from home, I did nothing. I even didn't wash my face sometimes. I know it's a little gross, but I just didn't feel like it. Like, I just felt like there's no point to do it. But I don't know, I obviously feel better when I put at least a little bit of makeup. Then I just feel like switching on and off for my work. You know what I mean? I've posted about my job change recently. I mean, like a few months ago, but actually it's been almost 1 year since I joined my company. So I think that would be great if I can do some updates about my work. I might have mentioned it in a previous video, but my previous work was fully remote job. I didn't even have office in Sydney, but most of people who I was working closely was in different regions. And if I be honest, I like hybrid way more than full remote job. When I started my previous job, I was like, oh, that's amazing. I can work anywhere. I can even work from Japan or like anywhere else. That will be so productive and so on. But my current job is hybrid, and we technically have the specific days to come to the office with all my team, but it's still flexible. If you have anything with your kids or with your private things, I'm not forced to come to the office. Yeah, so long story short, I love hybrid way more than full remotes, just because, well, obviously it's way more easier to understand what's going on internally and also outside of my accounts. However, every day in the office it's sometimes too much for me, but it's too much for everyone, I believe. I think it's pretty much same as Japan, but a lot of companies started to force people to come back to the office, especially big corporates. A lot of my friends' company are forced to go back to office as well, which is like really big corporate, all we know. I think it's pretty much same in Japan as well, especially American companies around me. So yeah, long story short, I really like my current company. After a year as well, I like everyone who I'm working with, all my clients. Obviously, sometimes it's pretty tough. Some days it's pretty difficult. Some days, I get frustrated to deal with some clients, deal with some my internal team. I think that's being an adult. I literally said that to my coworker yesterday after my meeting with my clients. We had some issue which was out of my control, but I still need to explain issue, and needs to, show to the clients, how do I say, the solution makes the issue not gonna happen again, I guess. So yeah, that was a little rough situation for me because even the issue was a little dodgy. Well, I don't say that to my client, but I still felt like that hasn't been satisfied with what internal team said. And yeah, so daily basis, some days I'm struggling with some issues, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with my current role, current job, current boss. Yeah, for now. But I feel like I was lucky because the hiring manager I was speaking while my interview process, she went to maternity leave and parental leave right after I joined, so somebody else was replaced to her. So who I'm reporting is completely different from the hiring manager, right? So that could be really bad situation. So for me, it's very important who I work with and who I report to, right? Like your boss being an also affect your work life a lot, I believe. Do you agree with that? So that could be messed up, but the new replaced the person I'm reporting is really good as well. But I feel like it's basically like lottery if I think about it. You never know until you start working with them, right? I don't know, I have a friend, she keeps changing her job mostly every year because a lot of times she had problem with her team member or her boss. I've heard of the story from her perspective, so that could be different. But I just feel sorry for her because most of the companies she has joined was something I can't even deal with. You never know until you actually join, right? We believe you need to stay in the company at least a year or two, otherwise your resume will turn pretty bad. Let's say if it says if you keep changing your job every 6 months, or it sounds pretty bad, I feel like. But still, Australia is slightly better than Japan. Like even in Japan, if you keep changing the job every 3 years, I feel like that's still pretty bad. Because as a graduate, everyone says stay with your graduate job at least 3 years. But why? Why is that? I kept wondering like why is that? In Australia, a lot of people change their job less than 2 or 3 years sometimes. As long as they can get better pay, no one really cares. In my opinion, that could be different in the other industry, at least in tech industry. That's how it works. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling those days in a new job. So I just wanted to let you guys know I'm very happy with the current work. If you go back to my job changing video, I've explained what made me to quit my previous job. But yeah, for now it's pretty good. But at the end of the day, you need to make your own decision what's the right one. It's just a small example. I did way more than this one thing, but for example, my current company policy was not allowing you to work from overseas. Then I felt like if that was the case, I should have stayed with the previous company, which allowed me to go back to Japan anytime I wanted to. But I negotiated with my managers to let me work from Japan. Yeah, every single time when I'm going back to Japan, I'm working like extra 1 week from my home, then saving my leaves and stuff. But it's not just negotiating. If you want to make the things happen, you need to work on it. So for example, for my case, to let me work from Japan, I really try to get the results that to show my counter happy with my work, or like I try to show the benefit for them have me in the company as much as I can. I try to get good deals from my client as much as possible. So yeah, I'm just not saying like I just complain, I just spoke to my managers. That's not what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's very important to do what you can do. Basically, we cannot change others. So yeah, I'm trying to do the best that I can do. So yeah, today I just wanted to casually talk to you guys and just quick updates how I'm going with my work and some of the things I've learned recently and what I'm thinking recently. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and leave the comments. And on my Instagram and TikTok, I'm sharing daily English conversation with natives. If you'd like to learn English, please check it out as well. And if you have any requests that you want me to talk, please leave on the comments and please press the like button. Those always motivate me a lot. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!